So this is the kind of stuff that's hard to figure out, right? There's this individual, Aaron Christian Peterson, and he was just um, confirmed to be a district judge for Alaska, a federal judge. And multiple Democratic senators joined to confirm him. He only needed 51, and he got way more than he needed. He didn't need any Democratic senators, and he got, I believe it was 6 or 7, and one of them was Mark Kelly. And so this is in general for any Democratic senator, but especially for Mark Kelly. Why would you do that? Why would you confirm a Republican judge that Trump wanted, that the Republicans wanted, and not just any judge, but a judge who said that he would not confirm that Trump lost the 2020 election, and that's a big one. That's a big fucking one, right? Why would you confirm a judge that would not say that the 2020 election was legal and was not rigged? As a Democrat, you know, with all of this discussion about how we want accountability and transparency and we want people brought to justice, and January 6th was a horrible thing, and 2020 was a true election, it wasn't rigged, and 60 federal judges said so, and the Supreme Court said so, that it was a legitimate election. Why would you vote to confirm a judge who said otherwise to a lifelong appointment? And they've come out and said, like, well, he's very competent and he does, natural resources, and he'll be, he's a 3-year Air Force veteran. He'll do a good job. The number one fucking thing right now is he going to obey the law? Is he going to follow the law and not Donald Trump as a federal judge? And when 60 federal courts say that Trump lost, the Supreme Court says Trump lost, and this guy, who you're going to confirm to a lifelong appointment as a federal judge, says, I'm not really sure he did, or won't say that, won't say he lost. Why the fuck would you give him that job? Why would you jump in? You didn't even need to. Why would you jump in and give him that job? If he's competent over, a bunch of buffoons, okay, you don't need to confirm, you don't need to put your stamp on anybody like that. How far are the standards going to drop? And I'm not bashing until I get information. Nobody's releasing any statements on why they voted for him. Like, I haven't seen anything from any of these judges. So if you've seen something, let me know. But Mark Kelly, I've talked to senators before. I've interviewed him. I've interviewed congressmen before. Come on and talk to me. Like you're a representative of the United States. You are a Democrat. Okay. Talk to us. Talk to Democrats. Talk to independents. Talk to sane Republicans. And tell us why. Like, where does that come into play when you make that decision? Because if you're not releasing statements about the decisions you make that are going to affect our country and the judicial decisions that are going to happen, what are we paying you for? Like, you're a representative. You're a representative of the United States. You're making these decisions that are going to affect all of us. Say something. Say fucking something. If you're going to run, and you're running for president, you're running for president, right? Like, all this stuff with the illegal orders and it's all coming around to get you a lot of attention. And then this gets hidden. This doesn't even get discussed by the major media. Like, you have to find some, smaller articles to even talk about it. Let's have some accountability and represent, like, just explain your thought process. Like, we're five. And this is an honest question. I'm not badgering you. I want accountability and I want your representation. And I want to understand, I want to know that it's for me and it's not for some ulterior motive. I want you to represent the American people and not taking a shot at the presidency. And if you got something in return for this, explain it to us, because we're paying your salary. And this is an honest question to come on and talk to us. What the fuck is going on? Why would you do that? Any of the 6, 7 senators that voted for that, Democrats, why did you do that? Why did you choose to do that? Somebody who has said the 2020 election, they weren't sure if it was rigged or not. That's a valid question for people that are paying your salaries and expecting you to represent us. This is a decision that needs accountability. And we need to understand why. And maybe you have a great reason that we're just not aware of. But you need to explain that to us. It can't be a decision that's just hidden from us. That's not the way it works.